4 questions. As you see on the screen, the 4 questions are here marked. Exercise 2.2 of NCERT textbook. And with this also, we have studied the different identities, trigonometric, inverse trigonometrical identities. You just may know this. I am repeating this concept here. A trigonometrical function, okay, trigonometrical function trigonometrical function T inverse for the same domain and its complement for the same domain give you pi by 2. So, I am just recalling the identities because the identity using is very important while solving the inverse trigonometrical problems. Okay. I am repeating the trigonometrical identities. Okay. So, identity which you have studied, this type of identity T inverse of x plus T inverse dash we can say, okay, right now it is dash of same here x is equal to pi by 2. What does this mean dash here? I am telling dash means what? Just like sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. Sine and cos are the complement of each other. Dash means is in this in the further study you will make a representation for first derivative, but here is complementary. Okay, it is pi by 2. So, and tan complement is what here? Tan inverse x plus what next is cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2, and next is what here? Sec inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to what? Pi by 2. These are the 3 identity. So, here the domain is same, but the function is different, and this type can also be here T of x plus T inverse of y. What will here this type? So, we have this type of identity also. What type of identity? For tan here. For sine does not work this. For sine we have not given this. We have given for tan. So, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse, what is that? Tan of tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x plus y. Clear? This is identity which we have discussed, and also we have discussed here 2 tan inverse x is equal to the 3 relationship we have described. This is the most important part of this chapter here. I am just revisiting where I have told this. Where is that? This is the identity. Yesterday I told you this. Okay. And what is the method of deriving this? That this is the tan inverse x, tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x minus y, and here it is plus, this plus, it is minus, it is minus. If there is any doubt, you will repeat this video and will see this again. Okay. The previous video of the day 19th of June. Is that clear? Here the 3 relationship we have derived here. You may see this is that. Okay, guys. At the same time we have derived them. Yes, this is 2 tan inverse x is related with sin inverse 2 of x 1 plus x square, the cos inverse 1 by x, and what is the proof of that? I told you yesterday. Okay. Now, I am telling the use of that. Okay. Have looked the question number 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th I gave you yesterday. I am telling one of them. Some student have asked me the question number. Some student have asked me the question number 4. I am telling the question number 4. The question number 4 is what? Look the question number 4. Sorry. What the question number 4 is saying actually? That this is. What is it saying the question? You will see, so the pattern is what? The pattern is like that. This I am talking about the question. It is about 2 of tan inverse, it is 1 by 2. And the second is what here? Tan inverse of 1 by 7. Clear? So, the identity we just know here tan inverse of x, pattern, tan inverse of y, but here the 2 is occurring. So, another identity also we have studied here. Okay? What identity here? 2 of tan inverse x can be connected in 3 ways with sine, with tan, with cos, but we will need to bring what? Sine will bring here. I am telling this where we have studied. This is I am talking about. Yes, this 2 tan inverse x can be written this sine is cos and tan. So, we will convert into tan. Why? The reason is I am telling why this is. Have a look this, because this type of situation will be created here. Clear? So, 2 tan inverse x. So, finally, remember it the next time. Clear? So, what is that? 2 tan inverse x can be written as a tan inverse of 2. So, 2 by 1 plus or minus it is a tan inverse, let it remain as it is. This is the left hand side we are solving. Clear? 2 cancels here, tan inverse it is 1 divided by it is 1 plus here 1 by 4. Now, I am asking plus or minus, tell please, is minus or is plus? You just have to remember always. I am telling again, okay. So, in case of tan, you will take here this. So, in case of sine, you will take plus. In case of cos, you will take here plus minus plus. In place of tan, you will take here minus. Remember the next time. What is that? It's minus will occur here. Is this minus? Clear? Tan inverse 1 by 7. Here, do solve this. Tan inverse of 1 minus 1 by 4, 3/4, and 3/4 will be written as a 4 by 3. 1 by 7, and anyone can solve this. What type pattern we are obtaining? Tan inverse for different domain. So, what the identity? Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of here x plus y 1 minus x y. Therefore, you can write tan inverse of 4 by 3 plus 1 by 7 by 1 minus 4 by 3 into 1 by 7. Can we write this or not? So, this will be LCM to be taken as 3 and 7 both together. It will go here 28, it will just go here 3 whole divided by 3 7 21 will go here, and 4 1 is 4 and divided by 3 into 7. I never said you to compose this, okay. I will tell you why this is. So, 3 7 cancels, their sum is 31 and their sum is 17, okay, and this is tan inverse of x. Further, can it be solved? No. You may see what is the right hand side to bring. 31 by 17 we have proved here. Clear, guys? Right now the question we have solved here. Now, some more questions to be discussed here. The question number first of that, fifth questions today we will discuss. So, first question is what? Tan inverse, fifth number question, solution number 5. What is the question number 5 is saying? Write the following function as simplest form. Simplest form means we have to simplify. Is there any domain given here? Obviously, simplest form. So, I told you this the pattern, the basic identity studied in the 10th class. 1 tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, okay, or also sec square theta minus 1 is equal to tan square theta, and 1 minus sin square theta is equal to cos square theta, and 1 minus cos square theta is equal to sin square theta, and sec square similarly cosec square theta minus 1 cot here, and similarly more for, right. So, or also 1 minus cos theta 2 theta is equal to, we have supposed 2 sine square theta. In plus we'll take here will come 2 cos square theta. This type of identity we have discussed in previous classes. So if you see that pattern and mapping, you see, you would place in that place here 10 if this 1 plus x is coming here. So for the trigonometrical x is to be supposed as a 10, like that here is being observed. This is not a part of solution. So what type of pattern you are observing? 1 plus 10 is in the place of x, you have to take 10. So solution begins from here now. Let x is equal to 10 of theta. If x is equal to 10 of theta, then implies that theta is equal to what? 10 inverse x. Now solve the value by putting this. Clear? What will here? Therefore 10 inverse of under root 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 divided 10 of theta. Later 1 plus tan square means sec square, and within bracket sec square theta this is, and 10 of theta. Later what next is sec square theta in the under root, what will sec theta only minus 1, and this will be tan theta. Now your work is to simplify this. So sec theta, this further can be written here. You have to develop a situation of f inverse of f. This type situation must come here for well simplicity x is there. Okay. So in the bracket you have to bring 10. So we'll try to move toward that concept. So in the chapter 1 you have studied f inverse of f of x. F inverse of f means, what is the meaning of f inverse of x? Obviously tan inverse of f. So here in place you can write 1 by cos minus 1, and here you will write sine by cos. Clear? Let this is further tan inverse, it's 1 minus cos theta divided by cos theta whole upon sine by cos. So cos cancel from the denominator. What will be next? Tan inverse of 1 minus cos theta by what will here? Sin theta. And further it cannot be solved here. Again, what pattern is coming? 2 times sine square theta by 2. When here 2 theta, then theta comes here, and where is single theta? This is the formula for a semi angle. Okay, and this can be written as 2 sine theta by 2 and cos theta by 2. Many times the situations occur in that, and you are just going on to thinking here that, so sir, why you think this? I mean, how you took the decision here whether this is to be solved in this manner? So it's a simplified steps here. What we have learnt in previous our experience is in the previous class 10th and 11th. The same thing is to be employed here directly. So 2 is here, the 1 sine cancels, 2 cancel. Here will be sine of theta by 2, and here cos theta by 2. So sine of theta by 2, so it shall be tan inverse of tan theta by 2. Look, now simplified the situation here. Okay, this type situation is occurring here, f inverse of f of x. So here will be written as x. So what will it is? Here we'll write theta by 2. So we not have to give the answer in the theta terms, because we have supposed theta. So what the theta we have supposed, you may see this is not part of solution. X is equal to tan theta, so theta is equal to tan inverse x. So in this place we can write 1 by 2 and tan inverse x. Further it cannot be solved. This is the simplified form, tan inverse half tan inverse x. Similarly, tell please what you will suppose in that, what pattern we are observing. Tell please, the pattern we are observing here is sec square theta minus 1, this type. So in place of x you will write sec square and to solve. And here 1 minus cos, obviously we have solved 2 sine square x by 2. So theta will direct x by 2, and here 2 cos square x by 2 under root this. This is one method. Another method I am telling you, in place of one something you can just write here, but you solve first is sin square by cos square, tan square. Tan square will come out of the root, it will x square x by 10x by 2, 10 same situation will develop here, tan inverse of tan. So what will it is? X here, that is f inverse of x, composition of a function with its inverse. Is that clear? So you can solve this question, the question number 7. I am telling the question number 8. How is to be done the question number 8? So what the question number 8 saying? Question number, what pattern we are observing? Cos x sin x. So this is to be solved. Actually our our solution will move toward f inverse of f. This we create here this. Okay, how can we do this? Cos inverse, sin inverse, how this can be done? So in this situation here is another question I am telling, another identity I am telling, that we have studied in the 11th class. What is that? 1 plus tan of theta 1 minus tan of theta. This can be written as y in place of y. 1 can be written 10 pi by 4, 1045, and in this place 10 theta, and 1 let it remain as it is. Okay, and this is 10 theta into here the 1 10 pi by 4 can be written. Okay, so 10, what pattern is this here? It's 10 here pi by 4 plus theta is 10 a plus 10 b divided by 1 minus 10 a 10 b. Clear? So what we can speak? 1 10 theta divided 1 minus 10 of theta. If here is negative, here is positive, so here will minus come. So this can be written in this form here. Single means the sum of domain is equal to, means the two functions can be written as a sum of domain, right? So have look, observe the pattern. This can be written this here. So same is here occurring. So can you, means this type situation when will come. So in that place we can write this by solving. So here can we develop the situation? Obviously we can do this. Tan inverse of cos inverse cos of x sin of x divided cos of x plus sin of x. So how can we bring situation 1 plus n? Obviously we can divide numerator and denominator by that. So divide the numerator and denominator by that formula here. So what is that? 1, how will 1 come here? We can divide it by cos. Clear? So divided by cos, so can be solved as, we'll divide it by cos, here 1 will come. We divided by cos, here what? 10 will come. And numerator, denominator also. Numerator and denominator both can be divided in that. It's a tan inverse of x. So what in place of that? Obviously we can write tan inverse pi by 4 plus x. This is, so again 10 cancels, say 5 by 4 plus x, its answer. Is that clear, guys? So this is to be solved here in the intermediate situation. Clear? So what is that? Similarly, but here in what case some slightly different questions are here. In place of x, what you will suppose? In place of x here means if 1 minus x will written here this. So you will say, sir, 1 minus sin square type pattern is coming. So in place of x will take sin theta. But here a is there. So don't worry, here a square must come here. So a will be taken common. So what should be there? So in place of x, we'll suppose, so x is equal to a sin theta will suppose here. Okay, so implies that sin theta is equal to what will be x by a, or theta is equal to sin inverse x by a, this that here. Now place in place of put here this in place of what, x is equal to, now solve further and you will obtain the answer. Clear? I am telling one more question in that regard. This is where sorry, what is to be done? So again we will suppose as let x is equal to a sin theta, implies that sin theta is equal to x by a, implies that theta is equal to sin inverse x by a. The meaning of that saying, in place of x you will put sin theta, obviously a sin theta. So, the expression will get solved in the terms of theta, but it is your supposition. Your question is given in the as the domain of x. So, your answer will also come in the domain of x. So, it is the link of conversion theta into x and x into theta. Clear? Now, tan inverse x means a sin theta by a square minus a square sin theta will come. Tan inverse a sin theta by a throughout will take in common 1 minus sin square theta. So, what will be that? Tan inverse a cancel, sin of theta by 1 minus sin square means cos square will come out as root single. What will here? Again tan of theta. So, what will be it is theta, and the answer must come as what? What is theta here? Yes, the theta is sin inverse x by a. Its answer, simplify. So, well understood guys, this is the method of solving the questionnaires. So, I hope you will solve all questions here. Your assignment I am giving today, you will look, what is that? The questions I gave you today is that 6th question you will solve. Question number 6, question number 7 I told you, okay. Six, and you will solve 10th question and you will solve 11 and 12. 4 question you will solve. Clear guys? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. If there is problem, then ask me this.